Hey guys, welcome back to the Town Technician. Today we got the must-have tools that you need if you want to start working at a BMW dealership as a technician. Let's get right into it. And you guys are probably wondering, there's a Toyota in the background. Where's the BMWs? Well, I have one, but I'm currently fixing it right now. More on that in another video. And also, I think Toyota is the best car on the road. Again, more on that in another video. Let's get into the actual video for today. All right, guys, first thing we're going to start with, when you're starting out at a BMW dealership as a technician, you're going to be doing a lot of maintenance work, easy work. You're going to need this oil filter socket set. It's a kit I could link down in the description. It has every socket that you would need to change oil, loosen the oil filter cap on pretty much just about all BMWs. 32 millimeter, 35, 36, 27, 29, and 24. You'll be using the 27 a lot, the B48 engine, the 4-cylinder engines, the 32 on the B58 engines to loosen the oil filters. On the older cars, you'll be sometimes using the 36. So you're definitely going to want this kit. It's for a 3/8 ratchet and an extension. Along with that kit, you are going to want this special tool. This is an oil filter cup, also to loosen oil filter caps. To change the oil filter, you're going to need this. It fits a wide range of cars, different engines, all the new generation 6-cylinders, the N52, N54, the N20, N63s. So this is a must if you're going to be changing oil on BMWs, which you are going to be doing if you just start out at a BMW dealership. Next thing you guys are going to want is any kind of screw gun. I got a Milwaukee here. You could use pretty much anything, but you are going to want one of these because BMWs, like most new cars, they have a bunch of shields and underbody panels with a bunch of 8mm screws or 10mm screws. So that's going to make your life a lot easier and you'll be way more efficient. That's also a must. Next, pretty much any technician in the automotive industry, you're gonna want lights. Lights are a must when you're diagnosing something, looking for leaks, suspension, anything underneath the car. You're gonna need some kind of lights. I have two stream lights here. I have my main one and a backup one. Also, when I'm working on stuff, I gave into these little ads that I kept seeing on social media. You put it on your head, and it's just an LED strip, and you have also an LED light here. And I also have another pair. It goes around the neck, or you can I like to put it over my ears. You can move these different areas. So you're definitely going to want your lights. That's definitely important. One of these should be fine when you're first starting out. Next thing, when you start at any BMW dealership, another thing you're going to be doing a lot is changing tires. BMWs have those low profile tires, especially on the East Coast. There's a bunch of potholes everywhere. Sometimes the valve core gets seized inside the valve stem, and when you go to loosen it, it breaks. Then you need a whole valve, delays the job, pain in the butt. You're going to want these little tire deflators. You screw it onto they pretty much have a little center steel rod sticking out. When you screw it down onto the valve, that pushes on the actual Schrader valve and lets the air out that way. Way more efficient. You screw these on, you start to loosen the tire, the wheel. By the time you take it off and roll it to the tire machine, the wheel's deflated. You don't have to worry about breaking those Schrader valves inside the valve. So that's something. You can buy different styles. Here's another different style. And you got these. They're marked right and left, right, front. So those are good to have. Guys, next thing you're going to be doing inside them, brakes. That's another basic thing you'll be starting out with when you start at a BMW dealership as a technician. The rear brakes have electronically activated parking brakes, emergency brakes. So when you're doing the brakes in the rear, you're changing the pads, you need to push the piston in, of course, like any other car. But in order to do that, there's two ways. You either connect it to the scanner, the ISID. You go through a test plan, it electronically brings the emergency brake actuator into a position where you could push the piston back in, or that takes a little more time. You could avoid that by getting these special tools. Again, I can link them in the description. These are they lock into the piston. The first generations, they had 3 prongs. You're going to want this. You connect it to anything that's 3/8 and you can twist it in. And the newer cars, they have a 2-prong. Again, you just twist it in. These will speed up. This will just make you more efficient. That's what I'm going for. Next tool we have, again, another maintenance thing, because you're going to be doing it a lot. I keep repeating that. Spark plug sockets. You're going to have your standard 5/8 spark plug socket that comes in any socket kit. You should have this already. But then the one you need is definitely it's a 12.14 millimeter thin wall spark plug socket. I could link that down in the description, but this is a must. Any turbo engine is going to have this style spark plug, and you're going to need this. The spark plugs kind of sit at an angle inside the hole, and that's why you need that thin wall. I've seen people try to use aftermarket ones that aren't thin wall, or they're not thin enough, and they crack the porcelain and it turns into a whole nightmare. So definitely get a good quality one that's actually thin. You can see that there. Yo man, you got a pocket screwdriver. I don't know where mine's at. I needed to take this connector off. How do you not have one on you? Sure, take it. Guys, carry a damn pocket screwdriver on you. You use this thing for so many things, you're not even going to realize how useful this actually is until you're in the shop. You're always using it for something. Usually the electrical connectors on the BMWs. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt to take off. Use this or a pick, but when it's on you, it makes life so much easier. Make sure you have that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the must-have special tools when you're starting out at a BMW dealership, new technician. These are a must before you even step foot in the shop. It's just going to be expected, just so you're not constantly going to people, borrowing their stuff. Already have these tools. You'll be more efficient. People are going to see that. They're going to take you more serious. It's the way to go. New channel here. I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribed. Hit the like button. I got tons more content coming out on BMWs, DIY stuff on BMWs, and any other automotive related thing that lands in my garage, including power sport stuff, dirt bikes, quads, anything with an engine. I'll see you on the next one.